Book of Colossians. The author is the Apostle Paul, and he's the primary writer at least. He does identify Timothy as probably deserving of some credit. Here's that verse. Colossians 1:1, this letter is from Paul, chosen by the will of God to be an apostle of Christ Jesus, and from our brother Timothy. Date of the writing, the book of Colossians was likely written between AD 58 and AD 62. Purpose? The first half of the book of Colossians is a theological treatise that includes one of the most profound presentations of Christology anywhere in the New Testament. The second half is a mini ethics course addressing every area of Christian life. Paul progresses from the individual life to the home and family, from work to the way we should treat others. The theme of the book is the Lordship of Jesus Christ and His sufficiency in meeting our needs in every area. The outline: thanksgiving, faith, hope, and love of community. Then we step into prayer for the well-being of the community. Then we go to the exalted Christ as a source of our salvation. And then we go to living the Christian life and concludes with a greeting. Colossians 1:15, Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation. For through him, God created everything in the heavenly realms and on earth. He made the things we can see and the things we can't see, such as thrones, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities in the unseen world. Everything was created through him and for him. The above verses give us some strong hints about the supremacy of Christ. In all things, he is the greatest of all, and his purposes and his desires exceed by far anything that originates with us. We live in a world that is self-absorbed and inwardly focused based upon the assumption that man is the center of all things. It is simply not so. We are mere instruments of his glory, and despite our high position on the creative order, we ought never to think more highly of ourselves than we should. Because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each one of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourselves by the faith God has given us. Whether it is a seen or unseen world, it is Jesus who is supreme, and when we seek to put him in his rightful place, we benefit, if for no other reason than our worship is more informed. God exalts himself so that he is glorified, and it is in the glorification of him that we do best and even excel. Colossians, along with Hebrews, are among the best places to go for scriptural support for the supremacy of Christ. What follows are some quotes from John Piper on the supremacy of Christ. All the universe, indeed all of creation, are but shadows of the supremacy of Christ. The supremacy of his constancy is seen in his virtues, his character, and his commitments that never change. The supremacy of his knowledge makes the Library of Congress look like a matchbox. The supremacy of his knowledge makes all the information on the internet look like a 1940s farmer's almanac. His knowledge makes quantum physics and all that Stephen Hawking ever dreamed look like a first-grade reader. His wisdom has never left him perplexed or in need of counsel from anyone or anything. He is supreme. The supremacy of his authority. He told his disciples, I've been given all authority in heaven and on earth. No one dare stand opposed to him. His providence is supreme. Not even a single bird can fall to the ground without his knowing about it and allowing it. He holds all things together, Colossians 1:17. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. The supremacy of his justice. When he is through, there will remain no open cases of injustice. Every sin will be adjudicated either on the cross or in hell itself. He will render all accounts settled. Christ is the center of all things, the measure of all things, and the creator of all things. He is supreme. Points to ponder. We live in a world that is self-absorbed and inwardly focused based on the assumption that man is the center of all things. It is Jesus who is supreme, and when we seek to put him in his rightful place, we benefit even if for no other reason than our worship is more informed. God exalts himself so that he is glorified, and it is in the glorification of him that we do best and even excel. This class, and indeed the entire school, is dedicated to helping others see that God is bigger than we think and better than we know. To get to the next video, make a note of the class number for this recording, then search for the next one. Here is a sample. If this video is number L01.1, then the next one is L01.2. And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Rumble.